Lana Rhoades is a bit of a precarious situation. I don't quite know what to do with her because she's talking my language by saying that pornographic material is haram and should probably be taken off the face of the earth, but it is also responsible for anybody knowing the name Lana Rhoades. It created it created her wealth, it elevated her position in life, and now she's hating from outside the club because she doesn't want to be a part of it, but then still kind of selectively engages in it. You can't have it both, sweetheart, okay? And it's almost sad, kind of sad, because she's not a train wreck. She's quite attractive. Let's keep it a buck, okay? But knowing everything that she was doing, even though she was only in the business for 8 months, okay, nobody's gonna wife her up. She is the manifestation of the problems of everything associated with a modern woman, okay? Let me explain for a second. Attractive, miles of dick run through her, single mom at 26 years old. She is literally and metaphorically fucked at this point. If she gets married, like Mia Khalifa, it's not going to be that long. It's going to be to somebody that she is never going to truly appreciate. Okay, no, it's somebody that she's never going to find genuine burning desire for. It's just going to be some beta bitch that she'll take and suck the money dry of for a minute, give him a fucking ride of his life, secure the bag, and get the fuck out. But here's the other thing, okay? Whenever she wants to, she can just turn the sexuality back on, make another million, and then go back out on the sympathy tour. So I don't quite know what to do with her. Like, if it wasn't so public, okay? If she didn't get to the top of the industry, okay? If she wasn't such a public-facing figure, and if this was 10 years ago, okay, 15 years ago at this point, and she was out there doing what she was doing, and she just decided, nah, this whole porn thing isn't quite for me anymore, she could dye her hair, get rid of her augmentations, move to the other side of the country, okay? Or even just move out of the country, and then just start her life anew. But you can't do that in today's digital age. Your footprint is going to be there. So this is a warning. She should be a warning for all of the young women who think that, no, just go ahead. I'll just start by selling foot pics for $10 a month. It won't be that bad. And then eventually taking throat goat status and having a train run on her by the fucking D-League affiliate. It's so easy. It's so easy to be an attractive partner for a high value man out there. Don't be a hoe. Easy. That gets you in the fucking door. But if you want that easy money, okay, you want those porn bucks, you want that hot girl summer after hot girl summer, you have to know that there are long-term consequences to this stuff. So going back to the Lana Rhoades question, she brings up a good point, but then I can't really co-sign a 304 behavior because, oh man, she doesn't really reconcile her past that much. She just wants to skirt the responsibility, just charge it to the game, but then tear it down at the same time. Man, if only somebody would have intervened earlier, but here we are. All we got to do is just run an infield on this one and try to break down the game as it is. Ex-porn star calls for the adult film industry to be made illegal and admits that she feels like she was performing circus acts instead. Would you suck off an elephant, or did you just take on a dick that resembled a trunk? I'm just wondering. Circus acts, and insisted she didn't or doesn't even like having sex. Let's fucking stop it. Stop it. You're not that traumatized. You got fucking paid. All the checks cleared, for fuck's sakes. Just stop it already. See, she brings up decent points. Like, I'm not a porn guy. I don't think that porn is good for you long term. And buying sex, paying for sex in any form or fashion sends you down that dark road where you just view women in the worst possible light. You just view them strictly as sexual beings and nothing else. You just use them to get your nut and then leave. This is not a healthy relationship with women, okay? Like, I'll attack a bitch on the channel whenever she does something fucking stupid, okay? But I don't attack the woman. I attack what she's doing and break it down and just show you that this is a behavior that you can see in many modern women that are out there. It's like that old Christian thing, hate the sin, not the sinner. That's what we're trying to do here. It just so happens that it's with the chicks with big fake fucking titties. I gotta put those in the thumbnail so motherfuckers click on the shit. Well, let's see what she's talking about here. A former adult star has cause for the pornography to be made illegal as she admits the industry has made her feel like she was doing circus acts. Oh man, hopefully this doesn't hit the ears of a congressional candidate in New York City because he'll be big upset by this. American performer Lana Rhoades, real name Amara Maple. You know, that's not that bad. Like, Amara Maple. It's a name you can say with your mouth full, I would think. I'm not going to try. Because that shit would be gay. Said porn is 100% fake. Yeah, we know. Like, was anybody under the illusion that that guy is just a really well-hung pizza delivery guy? Like, I really wasn't under the assumption that anybody was really getting stuck inside a washing machine and needed a well-hung plumber to come help her get out of it. And revealed that she is pretty much asexual in real life. She's not getting those courtside seats anymore, because let's fucking stop it. Anybody who says, oh, well, I just don't do that anymore, okay? Because I had my time, okay? I was out there sucking and fucking and blowing and gangbanging and having trains run on me. I was fucking in a train. I was fucking in a car. I was fucking in a bar. I was fucking over here. I was fucking over there. But I don't do that anymore. I'm a good girl. You can't regrow your hymen. Sucks to suck. But if some Chad or Tyrone ended up hitting her up, she wouldn't be that asexual for that long. So let's fucking stop it. You're 26 after all. But she was only 19 when she began her brief 8-month stint in the industry, slammed pornography, and said it doesn't believe it's good for anyone. Yeah, but you haven't really fixed any of your augmentations that you have there. Still didn't get rid of that BBL. Did you take out any of your tit work that you had done? No. I don't think you get your lips done anymore, but you still get your hair dyed. Interesting. Very interesting. But she slammed pornography and said that it doesn't believe it's good for anyone. Yeah, I agree. For the consumer, she's talking from the actor perspective, which, hey man, it's a way to make a living. I think that's fine. Okay, if you want to engage in that activity, that's fine. It's just the consumption of pornography that's a problem. But it's kind of a weird catch-22, but if it came to, like, if I was ultimately, you know, the god emperor of the world, would I get rid of pornography or would I keep it? Oh shit, that stuff would be gone, but I have a very black and white opinion on most things that are out there, okay? I would get rid of a whole bunch of vices that are out there. Oh my god, alcohol, smoking, vapes, everything that you can consume that takes you off of your path. Oh my god, you just yeeted out of existence. I would be Thanos in this motherfucker, getting rid of half of the shit that people enjoy. But that's not who I am. I'm not going to ever be the god emperor of the earth. I'm never going to be enforcing my will. I'm just going to have my microphone. I'm just going to have my camera, and I'm just going to tell you what I do in order to be as successful as I am. And hopefully my surroundings will properly reflect my evolution over time. The candid interview with the Skinny Confidential Him and Her podcast. You need to work on branding, because that is fucking atrocious. Lana admitted she was not mature enough to have made the plunge into adult performance as a teenager. But you were 19. You're fucking legal. You could vote, but in America, it's a little bit fucking weird, because you can still vote, you can pay taxes, you can film porn, but you can't have a drink and you can't rent a car. It's a little fucking weird. Anyways, the candid interview also stated that she made the plunge into adult performance as a teenager. Yeah, we covered all that stuff. I just ended up reading something again. My mistake. Her eyebrows are a little too close for comfort in that picture. You need to fix that shit. In a recent episode, she told hosts Lauren Everharts Bostic and Michael Bostic, okay? It's like a circus act. As a performer, when I was doing it, it was like, what face can I make? What sound can I make? What can I do in this movie to make it the best one? Sounds like you were a good actress. Good on you. But because it was a circus, did anybody have like a hula hoop on fire or anything like that? Was there a guy with a top hat barking out of a megaphone? Because that would have been cool. Was there like ATVs and that fucking weird cage that they have going around one another, dirt bikes and all that shit? Tightrope walkers. We knew that there were tight hard knockers. Jokes! I got them. Touching on the artificial nature of the work, we know porn is fake. Not everybody sounds. I know you didn't need to hear that, especially if you're listening on headphones, but I'm a giver. She continued, I don't like having sex. Just stop it. Just stop it. I never hook up with people. What's your body count? What's your body count? What's your body count? I don't find people attractive, and I've always been like that. Stop it. Stop it. Why do you have a kid? Just wondering. Why do you have a kid then? It's not like there was a change after doing porn. She's trying to overcorrect so hard, but again, I was probably this stupid when I was 26 too. Like, I wasn't all fucking figured out at this point. I had some of my base understanding about how larger concepts like this happen in the world, but I'm also told at the same time that women mature faster than men. Huh, interesting. Ex-performer also criticized the seemingly inherent nature of having to have sex with people that you didn't choose to have sex with as part of a job. Okay, if you listen to Sterling Cooper, he's out there, he's a part of the greater red pill community, the manosphere. That always sounds like a gay nightclub, but whatever, it's a thing, okay? He's a male performer that's out there. He fucks chicks and all that stuff, okay? So this isn't like listening to a gay dude who's out there. He's a guy who's actually out there, and he knows his stuff. Here's the thing. If anybody doesn't want to perform, okay, if you don't like who you're performing with, you have a blacklist, you have a go list, or you have you have names that you don't want to perform with. And when she was on top, okay, like I'd imagine when she first got into the industry, yeah, probably you didn't really have that much say about who you were performing with. But again, when it comes to porn, it's all about being photogenic. It's all about being good on camera. These guys aren't train wrecks, okay? They're professionals, and it's one of those industries. It's kind of funny. You don't really hear about some vindictive bitches saying, well, I don't get paid all that much, but take a look at the dollars and cents that go on out there. Women per scene end up getting paid like 3 to 4 times more than what the guys do. At least twice as much, okay? Like, obviously, some of the top tier, you know, the big performers that are out there, both in size and stature, obviously, they're going to get paid a pretty penny, but, you know, it's always going to be about the women, okay? Because guys who watch porn do it based on the attractiveness of the woman, okay? Then again, you got some weirdos that are out there, and it's like, no, they're going based on the rod that's getting shoved into the hole. Fucking weirdos. Anyways, yeah, you have your list of people that you don't want to perform with, because ultimately, at the end of the day, it's something getting put inside of you. So you ultimately have to say whether or not you're going to be performing with that actor. And they can get replaced like this, because guess what? That UPS uniform, it'll fit pretty much anybody in the industry. They basically have the same fucking body type. Lana also revealed that she found her quick fame from porn bizarre. What, she took to the camera like a moth to flame, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, a chick with blue eyes and big tits is attractive in porn, oh my god. And she's 19. Like, I understand you have an agenda going into this interview, but you can't be that fucking naive. And again, if you're so traumatized by all this stuff, why do you continue to post on social media? Why don't you just try to live a nice, quiet life for yourself? Why not do a complete 180? Why don't you, close down your OnlyFans account, huh? How about that? Interesting. Anyways, it's crazy to make one decision when you're 19 years old and, you know, become the biggest porn star in the world. I would imagine so, okay? Getting, you know, all of that attention, okay? All of that notoriety, especially in that industry at 19 years old. That is definitely too much, too young, too fast. Textbook definition right there. And especially in a span of 18 months, 8 months, what it was. Yeah, 19, 8 months. It's like, Christ almighty. Like, you go from being the hottest chick at your high school to being, you know, one of the most searched people on earth. That's tough, okay? Nobody can prepare you from that. Like, even just look how it, you know, fundamentally transformed and ended up killing the online presence of Andrew Tate, right? He's 36 years old. He's got his shit together. He immediately took off, and then they immediately cut his legs out from underneath of him. And even he was saying, I didn't anticipate getting that much attention. So Lord only knows what would happen to a 19-year-old cockholster, a social media influencer. Which is, again, another reason where it's like, come on, you're making all these statements, and it's like you still want to, you know, get money and get paid off of your looks. Like, stop it. Stop it. Who also said the industry is infested with drugs and alcohol abuse. Yeah, I've heard that said multiple times, okay? Like, yeah, that shit sucks, okay? Revealed the allure of a more glamorous lifestyle is what made her choose pornography. Okay? She was particularly enchanted by the reality show The Girls Next Door. Ah, there it is! Okay, also known as The Girls of the Playboy Mansion, which followed the lives of Hugh Hefner's girlfriends. Man, she would have been really young, because I remember when that show was coming out, and I was in my early 20s or something like that. Christ almighty. Well, she's 20. She's 6 years younger than I am. That was, what, a decade ago? Yeah, you don't need to run the numbers to know about that. I think that was in, like, the early 2000s, right? Christ, I might have been a teenager when that shit was coming out, so she would... I don't know if the timelines really line up on this one. Anyways, Lana, who explained that she works with Playboy now. I think the pornography industry should be shut down. Also, I work for Playboy. Okay, calling it completely different brand from what it used to be. Yeah, exactly. They tried to make a pivot, but then it was like, oh, the only reason that they buy it, it's not for the articles. The meme isn't true. We have to put tits back in. Huh. Oh, okay. I watched the show and I was like, their lives look so glamorous compared to mine. Bitch, you could do that with any fucking property. You can't just chalk that up to porn. Like, just fucking stop it, okay? And the entire allure about that situation was just the inside life. One of the most in-depth investigations into the life of Hugh Hefner, one of the world's most well-renowned playboys, okay? And the fact that he was... what, 70, he was pushing 80 at the time, and he had 3 upper echelon early 20-year-olds around him. Like, come on now. 3? 2? Yeah, it was 3. It was 3. Yo, she's so upset about the pornography industry. Why is her dog naked? I'm up here trying to stop my sister from committing suicide every day. Wait, what? Where? Make that one make sense. And it could be jumping out of a trampoline into a pool in this big mansion. Oh, okay. And by the time she turned 18, Lana explained, porn felt like a logical step. What, she's just not that smart in school? Like, you're telling me with all of those incentives for women to go to secondary or higher learning institutes, she couldn't get in anywhere? Like, what are we doing here? But if you just turned 18 and you think that porn is the next logical step for you, I got news for you. She was a hoe in high school, and she felt you couldn't make a career out of glamour modeling by then. No. However, her introduction to work made her realize how inexperienced she was. Still an adult, okay? You gotta take some responsibility here. As she revealed, she had only slept with one person at this point. I call cap. That is big fucking cap at this point. She had only slept with one person, but she had fucked everybody. For some reason, I ever comprehended that I do porn. You actually have to have sex with people. Sorry, what? I gotta run that back one more time because that sounded so stupid. I think I just dropped a couple of IQ points. For some reason, I ever comprehended that to do porn, you actually have to have sex with people. Did you... Oh my god. If you see blood coming out of one of my ears, I don't know, just call the police or something like that. It's like, this is so quantifiably stupid. Okay, you didn't think that people were actually fucking in porn? Like, I understand. It's like, oh my god, guys, have you heard? Jenna Jameson actually... She actually didn't want Peter North to come over and change some fuses in the electrical box? Oh my god. That might even be too old of a reference for her, because it's barely an old enough reference for me. But I can see the bait and switch that's happening here, obviously. Okay. She wanted to have a glamorous lifestyle. Obviously, troubled childhood, which is, yeah, of course. But anyway, still, yeah, that always ends up, you know, manifesting itself in some sort of sex work career, and then, yeah. She wants to find a beta, subservient beta at the end of the rainbow that'll just, you know what, be the shoulder to cry on after she's had other liquids poured over every inch of her body. Yeah, that's fine. But I can see what she's trying to do here, right? Oh, outside of the confines of my job that I used to have. This was sex for work. It's totally different. It's not for any guy that's out there, okay? The fucking dick is a dick. It doesn't matter if you got fucking paid for it or not. But I've only had sex with one guy in a relationship. I got out of that. Don't worry about it. Okay, explain your kid. Just explain your kid in this one. Because she goes on to say, I seen this. I was doing a little reading ahead when I was talking. However, Lana added that while she very quickly realized pornography isn't for her, 8-month stint, okay? When I realized that a job wasn't for me, I was working at a metal place, okay? And it was horrible. It probably gave me the hernia that I have in my back right now. Fucking atrocious. But anyways, I knew that place wasn't for me, and it was like 2 months, okay? It was a paycheck once. Seeing the money I was making, trying to rationalize it in order to see if I could, you know, just keep this going for a little while, and then just fucking bounced after that. And then also seeing where that would eventually lead. And it's like, that's definitely a story for another day. Imagine that. I didn't like working with long, hard things either. We got a lot in common here. But like it says here, yeah, very quickly realized porn isn't for her. Yeah, that's nice. And may I direct you to her OnlyFans account. It's free after all, and you can sign up. And I don't know what she has on there. Maybe it's just her being a good mother after all. But she doesn't regret her choices despite not being super proud of her past. Yeah, exactly, because it's kind of fucking you up when it comes to finding a stepdaddy out there. Lana now designs clothing and lingerie while raising her 9-month-old son, whose father's identity is not known. Yeah, and again, that's going to be another big hang-up out there for you when it comes to attracting a future partner, because there's obviously, she probably has on her Instagram account, she probably gets thousands and thousands of DMs every day of just probably even decent suitors that are going to be out there. Okay, guys that think that, I can just go ahead, I can forgive your past that's out there. They're probably not all, you know, your cubicle workers. There's probably some decent looking dudes. Like, she could even, yeah, still attract some NBA dick that's out there. But it's from guys who have that fucking latent blue pill, just regular, still plugged in Matrix mindset that's out there, that eventually they're just gonna fucking snap one day. It was like, I mentioned it before, Mia Khalifa's former husband, right? He was a chef. Oh, he's this Chad of the kitchen, but then all of a sudden woke up one day and realized, I'm married to a whore. I can't do this anymore. Bye. I'm fucking out the door. Because she was continuing to make an asshole out of herself, even though she wasn't showing it off anymore. Putting, what, Drake on blast. Oh, look at this guy. He was DMing me. Just going out there and showing how much you're out there on the street was giving that guy second thoughts, okay? And speaking of second thoughts, we'll take a look at her Instagram page. We'll see how much she's regretting her sexualized past. Because we already see the fucking, you know, OnlyFans account, so it would only make sense that, you know, she's still putting her tits out there on fucking Front Street. Alright, 16.7 million followers following 425, 29 posts. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Oh, see, there she's working at Playboy. Okay, you got all the porn awards behind her, some form or fashion like that. Busy morning at Playboy HQ. Got to see the new Playboy Centerfold website renovation coming soon. Centerfold now has an app, blah, blah, blah. Nice little advertisement, obviously. You left the room too fast this morning. Kind of upset. Don't know who that is. Interesting. Somebody just trying to take shots or something like that. I don't know. Just shooting a shot, I guess. So hot. A bunch of weird girls. Simplemente no hace falta más nada. Trying to say that she looks good natural. Yeah, interesting. Oh, picture of her in a bikini for birthday or a celebration, some foreigner yeah, birthday celebration, September 6th. Oh yeah, how nice. Oh yeah, there she is. Yeah, definitely 1000% regretting her past, right? No bra, barely keeping her box contained in that one on a plastic chair. Yeah, no, exactly. She's definitely not a couple of months away for just, you know, just making her big return back to porn, you guys. Oh yeah, and there she is. There she is. Right there. Definitely regretting everything. 11 weeks ago. Okay, when was he? July 30th, right? Naked. Oh, not naked. Not entirely naked, right? Just a topless Instagram post, okay? Putting her ass out there on Front Street. She's really regretted everything that's out there. And like I said, okay, she raises some good points. Ones that I can definitely appreciate, okay? You know, porn's not necessarily good for you, but at the same time, neither is, you know what, continuing to post, you know, chat pictures. Okay, Playboy. I understand it's a lot more upstanding than everything else, but everything on here is sexualized, except for, you know, just herself as a young kid. But nothing about her being a mom, though. I find that just a touch interesting, don't you think? There she is, guys. The absolute perfect example of the modern woman. And if I said it once, I'll say it again. Short-term gains come with long-term consequences. Case in point, right there with all of her goddamn complaining. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.